Hello, I'm Shelley Rothus, and I'm a different kind of victim. Today is going to be the part two where I give them the screenshots that they, really would want, I mean, at least I'm not in some hate group, degrading people and all that. I mean, especially when it's, I especially see it really wrong when it's somebody that trusts and respects you, not to, say crap like that about them and really, be despicable. What kind of friend sits there and watches their friend get degraded? And what kind of friend would be in a group degrading somebody that trusts and respects them? You know, I mean, most people they think, well, that's where they separate. As if it's not a intimate partnership, then who cares? You know, but who would want to be with somebody that only thinks that way? What makes you think that person won't do that in an intimate relationship? You know, I mean, let's just say that this whole thing I was never involved in from the beginning because the lies that came out, I just heard here and there, a little here and there, and, the person that I trusted for the first time ended up believing one lie. I honestly didn't, I thought it would just kind of blow over. I didn't realize how bad the lies were getting and how complicated they got, until that person ended up, doing, one of the most despicable things you can ever think of, which was, humiliating me in front of my friends for no reason at all. Because the lie that was said was exactly that. But no, this person, without any proof or evidence and without even having the respect enough and, common decency to talk to me, they end up doing something really cold. They want to serve the revenge on a cold platter. Well, you know what? They served revenge on a cold platter to somebody that didn't do nothing to them, and for no good reason, you know. I mean, that would be like me, what if I, you know, say that, previously in Dyerston, were, friends and, we had mutual friends, and even in, real life, and in person, that'd be the same as me going out with our mutual friends and talking crap like that about him to them. I'm sure he would really love that if somebody did that to him, you know. I mean, that's really despicable behavior, And like I said before, even as somebody as a, you know, looking at friendships and who I'd want to be friends with, not just intimate partnership, if I seen people do stuff like that and say something like that about them, I honestly wouldn't trust them. It's just like people telling me, that they enjoy being in groups like this and talking despicable and watching it happen to people that trust and respect them, you know, I'm not going to really trust them either, you know, because what makes me think that they're not going to do the same thing to me? Of course they're going to do it, and they have done it, I mean, these are the types of people that I try to, I mean, if I do talk to them, I limit the communication to a certain amount, and I really don't trust them, you know, even in real life, people like that. I really don't have any, trust for, I don't know, anybody anymore after that situation happened because the one person I would never think would do something like that ended up doing it. So today is going to be based upon going back on what they said to me in that group that was despicable, and this is going to be their little screenshot that they get to enjoy too, based upon what they said about me. So I mean, the thing that started it was somebody was being nosy. Like I said, they saw something. It's not about immaturity. It's about being, nosy and disrespectful, and even cruel and despicable. This person, said that they thought that, based upon a video they saw, that they thought that I was infatuated with so and so. Yet they'd never been in personal conversations with me and that person. They didn't know what was going on, and it really was none of their business. I mean, these people are sitting there, even people that I haven't even spoke to and I was never close to as friends, this hater radicus, And certain other people were questioning whether or not, Publicly Diarist, was flirting with me or, saying things sexual or who knows. You know, these people are not my friends. They don't know me, I mean, of course, certain ones were saying stuff in there like Kate Eradicus saying, oh, you deserve better. Well, you know what? I could say that your husband deserves better than you, and that's for damn sure. You sit at home, on your phone and hate groups, you know, and you're with some man that does pays all the bills for you, so you can sit home and talk crap about people in hate groups, while you sit on your butt, you and do nothing but do that kind of thing. It's like, yeah, some stay at home mom you are, you know it's like, yeah. And then you pride on destroying people's lives, getting a person fired from their job because they're pro-choice, they're a danger to children. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, you're saying that he deserves better than me. I'd say that anybody deserves better than those types of people in that group saying crap like that, especially the person that I thought I could trust, and the other person too that I thought had some trust as for certain things that they wouldn't do. So this is going to be based upon that one person that I thought I trusted and their little comments that were really based on bullshit lies that got spread out, you know and I actually had nothing to do with it and didn't deserve any of this. I really honestly don't care who started the lie in the first place. I mean, I should have never been involved in it because there is absolutely no evidence or proof. And I know there isn't because all those things that I was told that I was, accused of, I didn't do. And also, this is going to be in part two of how all this started, you know. So here's the lovely screenshots that I have for them, based on their little comments, you know. I mean, like the, slap and tickle or whatever. Yeah. Some, I bet Publicly Diarist and, Shitsula, she's a safe snatch, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so maybe you should go snatch on that and get some tuna love and fun there. Okay, so this will be based off of, his saying that he wouldn't want to pile on the emotionally unstable or unwell or whatever. So this is me and the comment back to their lovely hate group in his comments there. Okay, this is to his comment. Yeah, guys, I'd be better off getting a used blow-up doll because Publicly Diarist is an emotionally hollow, unstable prick. I'll take a pass at a fanny bang from a person whose wanker has more emotion than the one who has the delusion that he is a catch for any woman that is deserving of a man that isn't a self-centered prick. Publicly Diarist. Wow, I am totally spellbound by how neurotic Ken is. I think I need an emergency plan, right, Hater Radicus? Yeah, you know. I might show up at his job and get him fired like you got that PC fired, because she's pro-choice, So, more like a warning to all those who don't deserve to be used and fucked over by a self-centered prick who would be so cruel and despicable to someone who has trusted and respected them. Oh, and he's single because he only attracts crazy women. Well, you know what? It seems like, if that's the case, you know what? Oh, I must have attracted, a real self-centered prick. That's for sure. That must be my issue too. I have issues with, attracting self-centered pricks that would do despicable and cruel things. Yeah, that's called more mentally unwell if I have to say so myself. Heck, I know people that have, mental illnesses that are a hell of a lot more, decent and respectful than people like this in this group. Yeah, I stayed single because I always seem to attract self-absorbed wankers who don't know which end is which. Pubertally diarist would be better off sticking his bloody, deformed, fat fingers up his droopy bumhole and shoving it in his Brillo-padded tuna boat mouth. And next one, pubertally diarist. Yeah, you say that Pooty Lou has fat fingers. Your fingers look like swollen, deformed, bent mini cocks from all that fapping on your large collection of sharp-filled balls. So I was just giving some screenshots for some feedback based upon their lovely BS comments based on me because some, you know, assholes wanted to start some drama when I tried to, stay out of that hate group, and people that I trusted, you know, even in certain people started rumors because they were asking me questions if I did this to upset Ken and say nasty things about him when he already knew all this stuff. And then something, it all started about some, PMs and groups when I haven't even been in those PM groups for ages. It all started with some bullshit like that because, you know, of course, this person that I thought actually had a brain automatically believed it. You know, sorry, if you want to believe it, fine. They end up blocking me, but then they have to be a despicable prick, an asshole, because they want to get revenge on a cold platter. Yeah, again, you did it to somebody that didn't do shit that was said about them, and you end up doing that. Of course, I don't expect a apology from this prick, that realizes that he did wrong, because he's a self-centered, absorbed wanker. So everything I just said, yeah, that's to your lovely, BS, despicable, cruel shit that you said about me in that group for no good reason. So I hope you guys enjoy your screenshots. I'll have some more for you guys later too. But that was just based on those really nasty, despicable comments that were said about me, based on that one person. So hope you guys enjoyed your screenshots. I'll see you next time. I'm Shelley Rothus, and I'm a different kind of victim. See you next time.